Mahomes' next contract. What does it mean for the Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs superstar quarterback, has redefined NFL excellence with 3 Super Bowl titles and 3 Super Bowl MVP awards by age 29. As his current 10-year, $450 million contract, signed in 2020, approaches a likely renegotiation after the 2026 season, speculation about his next deal is mounting. With Mahomes poised to become the highest-paid player in NFL history again, what does this mean for the Chiefs' salary cap, roster, and pursuit of a historic Super Bowl three-peat? This article examines the implications of Mahomes' next contract, drawing on his current deal structure, the Chiefs' financial maneuvers, and the NFL's evolving quarterback market. The current contract, a team-friendly masterpiece. Mahomes' existing contract, a 10-year, $450 million extension through 2031, was the largest in sports history when signed. It includes $208.1 million guaranteed over 2023 to 2026 and an average annual value, AAV, of $45 million. However, its structure is uniquely flexible, allowing the Chiefs to manage the salary cap through restructures. Since 2020, the Chiefs have reworked Mahomes' deal 4 times, freeing up significant cap space. 2021 converted $21 million of roster bonus into a signing bonus, clearing $17.3 million. 2023 converted $12 million of a $34.4 million roster bonus, creating $9.6 million. 2024 converted $27 million of compensation, generating $21.6 million. 2025, combined with Chris Jones' restructure, freed $49.5 million. These moves, often described as visiting the bank of Mahomes, leverage the contract's heavy reliance on roster bonuses, which can be converted to signing bonuses and prorated over multiple years. For example, in 2024, Mahomes' cap hit was reduced from $58.6 million to $37 million, enabling signings like Drew Tranquill and acquisitions like DeAndre Hopkins. Despite its size, Mahomes' deal has kept him below the top tier of quarterback AAVs. In 2023, he ranked 8th among quarterbacks at $45 million, behind players like Lamar Jackson, $52 million, and Jalen Hurts, $51 million. The 2023 restructure boosted his 2023 to 2026 earnings to $208.1 million, but the deal's back-end flexibility and Mahomes' willingness to adjust terms have allowed general manager Brett Veach to maintain a competitive roster. The next contract, setting a new benchmark. Mahomes and the Chiefs are expected to revisit the contract after 2026, when 8 years remain on the current deal. With the quarterback market skyrocketing, Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence signed deals with AAVs near $55 million in 2023 and 2024. The next contract could push Mahomes' AAV to $60 to $65 million, potentially totaling $500 to $600 million over 8 to 10 years. This would reset the market, surpassing recent extensions like Dak Prescott's rumored $60 million AAV. Key features of the next deal. Guaranteed money. Mahomes' current deal has $208.1 million practically guaranteed through 2026. His next contract could guarantee $250 to $300 million, reflecting the trend of fully guaranteed deals, e.g., Deshaun Watson's $230 million. Length. A long-term deal, 8 to 10 years, would align with Mahomes' desire to stay with Kansas City for his career. It would also allow cap hits to be spread out, preserving flexibility. Bonuses. Expect continued use of roster and signing bonuses to manage annual cap hits, similar to the current deal structure. Escape clauses, void years and renegotiation triggers, post-2029, could provide both sides flexibility, as seen in the current contract. Salary cap implications. The NFL salary cap, set at $279.2 million for 2025, is projected to rise to $300 million by 2027. Mahomes' current cap hits are substantial, $66.3 million in 2025, $68.7 million in 2026, but restructures have kept the Chiefs under the cap. A new deal with a $60 million AAV could push Mahomes' cap hit to 20 to 22% of the cap, e.g., $60 to $66 million in 2027, compared to 17% in 2022. Challenges. Increased cap burden. A $60 million cap hit would consume a significant portion of the cap, limiting funds for other stars. In 2025, Mahomes and Chris Jones alone accounted for $101 million before restructures. Future dead money. Converting bonuses spreads cap hits but creates dead money if Mahomes were to leave or retire early. Current dead cap, $113.6 million in 2024. Market pressure. As younger quarterbacks sign megadeals, Mahomes may need periodic adjustments to stay atop the market, further straining the cap. Opportunities. Restructuring flexibility. A new deal could mirror the current one, with roster bonuses allowing annual cap relief. The Chiefs could convert $30 to $40 million into signing bonuses, clearing $20 to $30 million per year. Rising cap. A $300 million cap by 2027 would make a $60 million hit more manageable, equivalent to $45 million against today's $279.2 million cap. Mahomes cooperation. Mahomes has prioritized team success, restructuring without hesitation to enable signings like Jalen Moore and Christian Fulton. His next deal will likely retain this team-friendly ethos. Roster moves. Balancing talent and cost. Mahomes' contract has already forced tough roster decisions, and a larger deal will amplify this trend. The Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill in 2022 and L'Jarius Sneed in 2024 to avoid record-setting contracts, opting for cost-effective replacements like Rashee Rice and Trent McDuffie. A new deal could necessitate similar moves. Current roster pressures. Trent McDuffie, the All-Pro cornerback, eligible for an extension, may command $30 million annually after Derek Stingley's 2025 deal set the market. Retaining him could force cuts elsewhere. Travis Kelce. At 35, Kelce's $19.8 million cap hit in 2025 is under scrutiny. A pay cut or release could save $17 million, but his chemistry with Mahomes makes this unlikely. Trey Smith. The franchise-tagged guard carries a $23.4 million cap hit in 2025. A long-term deal could lower this, but negotiations are ongoing. Free agents. Hollywood Brown, Nick Bolton, and others were re-signed in 2025, but future free agents like Creed Humphrey may test the Chiefs' budget. Future strategies. Draft reliance. The Chiefs have excelled at drafting cost-controlled talent, e.g., Rice, Humphrey. A high cap hit for Mahomes will increase reliance on rookies to fill roles vacated by veterans. Veteran bargains. Signings like Carson Wentz and Kareem Hunt show Veach's knack for affordable depth. Expect more such moves to offset Mahomes' cost. Tough cuts. Players like Andrew Wiley or Mike Dana could be cap casualties if their contracts outpace their value. Trades. If McDuffie's extension proves too costly, a trade could yield draft picks to replenish the roster, as with Sneed. Competitive outlook. Mahomes' contract, while expensive, is a blessing for a franchise built around a generational talent. The Chiefs have reached the AFC Championship every year since 2018, winning 3 Super Bowls. His presence guarantees contention, but a pricier deal could strain roster depth, especially in a loaded AFC with quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Strengths. Andy Reid's system. Reid's play calling maximizes Mahomes and masks roster weaknesses, as seen with the 2023 receiver group that struggled early. Defense. Steve Spagnuolo's unit, led by Jones and McDuffie, ranked 8th in points allowed in 2024. A strong defense can compensate for offensive constraints. Web. Previous_article. Mahomes' prime. At 31 in 2027, Mahomes will still be in his prime, capable of elevating lesser rosters. Risks. Roster churn. Losing key players like Hill and Sneed hurt, and further departures could weaken the team's margins in tight playoff games. Injury concerns. Mahomes' durability is critical. A backup like Wentz can manage games, but the Chiefs' ceiling drops without him. Web. Previous_article. Cap squeeze. A $60 million cap hit could limit signings, forcing reliance on unproven rookies in high-stakes roles. Comparison to historical dynasties. The Chiefs' approach mirrors the New England Patriots dynasty, where Tom Brady took below-market deals to fund a robust roster. Mahomes, while earning more, has adopted a similar mindset, restructuring to enable moves like signing Chris Jones, $158.75 million, and tagging Trey Smith. However, the Chiefs face a tougher cap environment than the Patriots did, with the 2025 cap's 48% player revenue share limiting flexibility. Conclusion. Mahomes' next contract will make him the NFL's highest-paid player, with an AAV of $60 to $65 million and $250 to $300 million guaranteed. While this will strain the Chiefs' salary cap, the deal structure, modeled on the current contract's flexibility, will allow Veach to manage costs through restructures, potentially freeing $20 to $30 million annually. The rising cap and Mahomes' team-first attitude will help, but the Chiefs must continue drafting well and making tough roster cuts to maintain depth. With Reid's coaching and Mahomes' brilliance, the Chiefs remain Super Bowl contenders, but the margin for error will shrink. The bank of Mahomes will keep Kansas City competitive, but balancing his mega deal with a championship roster will test Veach's roster-building savvy.